Number 8. Possible life on Venus. Scientists have detected a mysterious, unexplained chemical in the upper atmosphere of Venus, and suggested that it could be a sign of life. The chemical, a phosphine gas, pH3, is made on our planet by bacteria and by anthropogenic activity, or activities that humans are doing. Phosphine also exists in the atmospheres of gas giant planets due to known chemical processes. But no such chemical process is known to exist on Venus. Still, don't go looking for ET on Venus just yet, as phosphine could have been made by a chemical process that's just unknown to us, the researchers wrote on September 14 in the journal Nature Astronomy. Number 7. Clapping seals. For the first time, a seal was recorded clapping, or slapping its flippers together, in the wild, unprompted by training or treats from zookeepers, according to a study published in the journal Marine Mammal Science in January. This particularly entertaining creature was male gray seal swimming, and clapping, near the Farne Islands in northeast England. Only male seals appear to clap, and they tend to do so when other seals are nearby. This clapping seal was swimming near a female and a male seal. So biologists are guessing that the gray seals either clap to get mates or to shoo away competitors. Number 6. Swimming dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were not thought to swim. That is, until this year when researchers discovered a paddle-like tail in southeastern Morocco that belonged to a predatory, sharp-toothed dinosaur called Spinosaurus aegyptiacus. This new tail, which was tall and flat like a fin, is reminiscent of the ones found in modern crocodiles, the researchers reported in April in the journal Nature. Still, researchers say that because the fossils were found inland, this dinosaur was likely more comfortable on land and just swam in shallow waters, without straying too far. Number 5. Stink-flirting male lemurs. Male lemurs produce a fruity scent in their wrist glands, rub it on their tails and waft a scent cloud towards a potential mate. Male lemurs commonly use such secretions to communicate with other males to mark their territory, demonstrate social rank or announce that they're ready to breed. But scientists recently discovered that they also use these chemicals to stink-flirt with females. Typically, secretions from the wrist glands smell bitter, leathery and green, but during breeding season they smell more fruity, floral and sweet, the authors wrote in a paper published in April in the journal Current Biology. This might mark the first evidence of sex pheromones in primates. Number 4. Great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. On December 21, Jupiter and Saturn appeared so close together in the night sky that they looked like one star. This rare phenomenon, called the Great Conjunction, occurs every 20 years, but the two gas giants haven't been this close to each other since July 16, 1623, when the famous astronomer Galileo Galilei was alive. The last night sky where Saturn and Jupiter appeared so close together, was in 1223. Number 3. Parrot that's a champion at memory games. A gray parrot named Griffin has outsmarted 21 Harvard students in a classic memory game, according to a study published in May in the journal Scientific Reports. African gray parrots, Psittacus erythicus, can live for more than 50 years and were always known to be impressive. They can memorize dozens of words, after all. But now Griffin has shown that impressive is an understatement. Researchers gave Griffin and the Harvard students a memory task in which he had to find a colorful pom-pom under a plastic cup after it was shuffled around the table several times. Griffin did as well or better than the students in 12 out of 14 trials. To locate the pom-pom, both Griffin and the students were using a feature of their working memories called manipulation, which based on Griffin's amazing performance, may be an evolutionarily ancient capability, according to the researchers. Number 2. Ancient female hunters. A recently discovered 9,000-year-old burial of a female hunter, and other analyses of hunter burials, suggested that early hunter-gatherer women in the ancient Americas hunted big game just as much as men did. These findings suggest that the accepted story of ancient men hunting big game while women gathered herbs and plants is not always true. These findings sort of underscore the idea that the gender roles that we take for granted in society today, or that many take for granted, may not be as natural as some may have thought. Lead author Randy Haas, an assistant professor of anthropology at the University of California, Davis, told Live Science. The team identified 429 skeletons from different ancient burial sites across the Americas. 27 of the skeletons were buried with big game hunting tools. Among those buried with big game hunting tools, 11 were female, including the newly discovered female, and 15 were male, according to a study published on November 4 in the journal Science Advances. Further statistical analysis suggested that between 30% and 50% of hunters in these populations were female. What we see is that female and male burials are just as likely to be associated with big game hunting tools, Haas said. Number 1. Octopus punches fish. Another strange tale of 2020, octopuses sometimes punch fish, because why not? Big blue octopuses, Octopus cyanea, sometimes work with fish in order to find food. But sometimes when they're displeased with those fish, or don't want to share the jointly hunted food, they use a swift, explosive motion with one arm, in other words, punch them in the head, according to a new study published December 18 in the journal Ecology. I laughed out loud, and almost choked on my own regulator, lead study author Eduardo Sampaio, a PhD student at the University of Lisbon and the Max Planck Institute of Animal Behavior, told Live Science in an email. His later reactions were more subdued, but I still marveled at it every time I saw it, he added. The researchers observed this behavior 8 times between 2018 and 2019 while diving in Eilat, Israel, and in El Zaire, Egypt.